Mellissa Thomas here for Florida National News, coming to you from Orlando Fire Station 1. The reason we're here is that we actually got the chance to get to talk with the mayor about the latest news about, of course, Chief Roderick Williams resigning last night. So stay tuned right here for his remarks about that. It's Mellissa Thomas coming to you from downtown Orlando.
What's next? Now that the chief has resigned, what type of chief are you looking for to take over this position?
So last night I accepted Chief Rod Williams' resignation. So moving forward, we'll do a national search for a new fire chief.
Are you thinking that you need to have a chief from a different agency at this point?
Well, anybody from the Orlando Fire Department will be free to apply for the job. I don't have an internal candidate that at this point I am considering elevating, but I think it's time to go outside the agency and take a look at some other agencies and some other chiefs.
What's the status of the two deputy chiefs who the EEOC said threatened and discriminated against this?
So at this point we're determining the appropriate discipline. The two deputy chiefs will be disciplined, but it's a somewhat unique situation, so we want to take our time and make sure that we do it right.
Why are there such discrepancies between what the law firm that the city of Orlando hired found in this investigation and what the EEOC found?
So that's the conundrum for us. We had a very comprehensive investigation done by an independent attorney who interviewed over 25 people from the Orlando Fire Department. The EEOC, and I'm not going to criticize the report, we're going to take it as fact, didn't interview anybody to my knowledge, and it's a very vague report in terms of their determination. But we're going to take this as an opportunity to do a department-wide change of culture. This is a very male-dominated profession. We want to make sure that Orlando Fire Department is the #1 fire department in terms of setting an example for being an inclusive, safe, and welcoming workplace for females.
Mayor, if you disagree with how the methodology was done with the EEOC, then why go with it?
I said the conundrum is that we have a very comprehensive report that came to a different conclusion, but we're going to accept the determination of the EEOC.
Mayor, will you let those two deputy chiefs? Will you let those two deputy chiefs try out to be the head chief?
Anybody in Orlando Fire Department or any other fire department is going to have an opportunity to apply for that job at some point.
Are you asking them to resign?
We are determining the appropriate discipline for them at this point, and this is a fairly unique situation that has not come up before, so we want to make sure that we get it right and not just fast.
Thank you.
You want to say anything about Kevin Edmonds? Why was he your choice for an interim chief?
Kevin,
interim administrator.
I was going to say, you caught me off guard there, Greg. I had to think about that for just a second.
Sorry.
Kevin, actually, a long time ago was potentially a candidate when I originally selected Byron. I've known him now for 15 years, trust him. He was ready and able to step in and be the interim CAO. He has committed to me to stay in that position as long as I need him to do that. I think he has some other considerations that at some point he doesn't want to make that a permanent position, so at some point I'll make a determination of what I need to do there.
Will you use this law firm again that you used for the investigation that's got such different findings than the EEOC?
You know, I don't even remember what the law firm was. It was one that was recommended through our legal department, but I can tell you they did very extensive work, thorough work, so if you'd like, it'd be interesting to compare their report with the EEOC determination.
Thank you, guys.
On UCF?
Just feel it's a difficult time for Dale and the whole UCF family. Wish it had gone a different way.
Do you see this impacting the Creative Village?
No, I don't. I think this community is going to rally around UCF more than ever. We're a community that comes together after Pulse. We rallied as a united community, and everybody here understands the importance of UCF to the Orlando community. Creative Village will open as planned in August of this year and will be a tremendous benefit for our downtown.
So as we heard from Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer, they have a long road ahead of them with regards to the fire chief situation. As we heard from him, he'll be looking at a much broader network than just within the fire department here in downtown Orlando. So stay tuned right here at FloridaNationalNews.com as that develops. And of course, we heard his solidarity with UCF, and as you mentioned, they'll be continuing with Creative Village just as scheduled. So stay tuned right here at FloridaNationalNews.com for our continuing politics and power coverage. This is Mellissa Thomas coming to you from City Hall.